Hey, what's going on, guys? Mibton here. I'm playing some Shively, Medieval Warfare, and I'm playing as the Vanguard, playing some free-for-all, but I'm not here to talk about the gameplay. I'm here to talk about quite a serious subject. And before I start the commentary, I just want people to know that this is based on my experience and what I felt, and, you know, that alone. I'm not basing it on anyone else's experience on it or anything. And it's quite a touchy subject. Because I'm talking about the fact that I have cancer. Some of you may know I did that video a while back about why I was gone for a few months, and it's because I was in hospital for a couple of months to be treated for cancer. To be specific, I have acute lymphoblastic leukemia. So it's quite a aggressive leukemia. It's you know, it can destroy you from the inside quite quickly, and it's bone marrow basically cancer. It's not really blood cancer, it's bone marrow cancer, but because bone marrow makes blood cells, you know, it infects all the cells and stuff. So it's a form of leukemia, of course. And yeah, I just want to talk about it. So that's what it really is. So, you know, it's a blood cancer. You know, it's in your bone marrow, and it creates infected, pretty much, blood cells. So, you know, what else is there to say? So basically, you know, my treatment it's been quite aggressive for these first 6 months. I'm having treatment. I'm about halfway through that process now, which is quite good. I'm doing pretty well considering. I've been quite fortunate. I haven't gotten ill that much, to be honest. But when you have your bad days, they are really bad. I mean, you get eye aches, you get earache, you get jaw ache, headaches, really bad headaches. I get lower back pain, and I'll go into that more in a minute about the lower back pain, because that's because of a specific thing. But you know, you get headaches and that, and you just feel so tired, and that's usually because, well, for me, that's usually because my blood cells are very low. Because in order to get rid of the infected blood cells, you need to destroy all the blood cells first and replace them with new ones. So, you know that happens, and that's what the chemo's for. When I get it injected into me, I have sort of like a silicone bubble that's implanted in my right side, and that's where they put all the injections. And they have to, you know, they obviously have to stab it every time they do an injection, which it's not too comfortable, but it doesn't hurt. I wouldn't say it hurts, but you know. So yeah, that's that. Now the lower back pain is due to something called a lumbar puncture, which is where they take the spinal fluid for testing. They basically test your spinal fluid to see how bad, or how bad the cancer has grown, or you know, whether it's, you know, you've gotten worse or better. So I'm not sure how much they take it. I've had quite a few of these lumbar punctures, and they just take big needle and put, they apply sort of like a cold spray to my back, so it numbs a part of my back, and they put a big needle into my back to take the spinal fluid out, and it's kind of like a see-through fluid. The spinal fluid is. So, but I don't have to let you have to lay down for an hour, because if you go to stand up after you've just had a lumbar puncture, you get massive headaches. Obviously, with the lack of spinal fluid, and you start getting neck ache and stuff like that. So they make you lay down for like an hour. And they also put some chemo into my spine, so it makes its way up to my brain quicker, which is pretty cool. Because, you know, like they have to make sure, you know, the chemo's administered and, you know, really gets around my body properly. So they put it through the port to go directly to the heart. I should probably explain what the port is. I said it's a silicone bubble that's inside me, but there's actually a wire that goes all the way through my body, from my right side. It goes up through my neck, and you can actually feel the pipe on the skin surface on my neck, and then it goes down into my heart, and it's in one of the valves in my heart. So when they have to take blood for blood testing, they take it out of the port, and then when they put chemo into me, they put it through the port, and it goes directly into my heart, so it's pumped around real quick, so that the chemo really gets around me, you know. And it's quite effective, because obviously I don't need, because a lot of people have what's called a Hickman one, where you always have the these sort of wires hanging out of you, where they put the chemo in, like it's like a screw, and they screw on a little syringe and they'll push the chemo through the syringe, through the nozzle and through the wire, and it'll go into you. But the wire always has to hang out that way. So I have port, so I can still do physical activities. I can go swimming, stuff like that. I'm lucky enough to have help. You know, I say help. It's more, it's support. You know, I have a lot of support from my family, from my friends, and I'm very fortunate about that. You know, really don't know what I would do without them, because it's quite an ordeal. You know, some of you might or might not know, I'm like only 16. That's quite a young age to get cancer, in my opinion. But you know, there are people that are worse off than me. But that's besides the point. Well, it's not, but you know what I mean. Yeah, as I said, this is based on what I've felt and what's happened to me, and so on and so forth. You know, I've taken it quite well, to be honest. You know, I just kind of try and get on with it. You know, I don't really see the point in complaining about it, or you know, crying about it, or you know, because you know, how's that going to make anything any better, right? It'll only make things worse and make your mindset worse. So I think, in my opinion, what I try to do is I just try to move forward instead of moving backwards. Because, of course, the fact I have cancer is now, you know, almost, well, it has pretty much ruined what's supposedly the peak of my life, which is, you know, from the ages of, say, 16 to 20. So, you know, I'm not going to college anymore or anything. I'm unable to work, but luckily I do get a little bit of financial backing from my government, which is, you know, I'm glad, because I can't work. So, you know, but, yeah, I just kind of get on with it, because, you know, cancer, I already took, you know, it's like taking two steps forward and then 5 steps back in this case, because, you know, I've taken 2 steps forward, I started going to college, I started applying for jobs, I get cancer, all of that goes out the window, and I'm stuck just sitting at home. What am I supposed to do all day? And, so I've been making videos, and, you know, so as soon as I make this video, I'm probably gonna just upload it straight up. I don't know. I think this is quite a important video to make. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section. Don't be shy, because I don't mind answering any questions. So I really don't know what more to say, other than, you know, it's quite a bad thing, but you know, I'm getting through it, and I'll probably do some updates about how I'm doing and such. I did have a blood test today, actually, and my immune system's a little bit weak at the moment, but it's on the way up, which is good. And I've got one of those lumbar punctures in 2 days, so that isn't brilliant either. But again, what's the point in whinging about it? You know, I might as well just get on with it. But it's like an ache in your spine. That's what it feels like when they put the needle in. Like, it is like, you do have what's it called, local anaesthetic, which means they don't put you to sleep, they just numb the area. And so yeah, you know, they put that on, and you can still feel the needle. It's quite a weird sensation, but it's like an ache. But I'll let you enjoy the rest of this gameplay. Again, if you have any questions, you know, don't be, you know, afraid, or don't be intimidated to ask. I mean, I really don't mind. And you know, thanks for watching. So until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Bye.